Hi everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. My name is Cheok PD, and today on the Culture Study, I'm going to be reacting to FaSHioN by CORTIS. I am coming into this CORTIS music video with some excitement, some slightly higher expectations, because the first two reactions for Go and What You Want were more so confusion as well as trying to understand their scope and their sound. And thus far, I'm digging it. I checked out their live stages and the music is good. The members themselves are they're pretty interesting and eye-catching as performers. And frankly, Martin just won me over. Martin is just such a charming performer, charming artist, and I want to see more of them. So I will be checking out the album. I'm going to do a listening party for Color Outside the Lines in October. That'll be out on our Patreon, as well as we're going to be checking out the documentary for What You Want as well to get a deeper dive into what the group is like and what the identity of the group is. With that in mind, for now, let's go ahead and check out FaSHioN by CORTIS. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, that is absolutely hard hitting. Wow. Trap sound mixed with the rock sound is incredible. Foreign Money Talk. Ooh, that was a great one. Holy shit, this is... Whoa, this is all shot on location. Oh my God, what a bar. Wow, direction of the video is incredible too. Wow, the way they held on that moment in that indoor shot. Whoa. Damn! Oh my fucking... Oof. Oof. Oh my fucking God, that was awesome. Oh my goodness. Right up there with Go. In fact, I could not even choose between Go and FaSHioN. First off, what a cool music video. What a cool song. I love that the video is shot on location. It's a healthy mix of really clean landscape visuals of somewhere with a very heavy ice region right now. As well as like, whoa, the shot in front of the glacier was incredible as well. Mix that with some slight future pop CG that's got like this. I don't know if it's trying to be a Mobius strip or if it's just a ring. It was kind of like it kind of looked like liquid metal and was kind of like bending at certain points, kind of like a Mobius strip, but at certain times it was also just a flat ring as well, or just like rounded ring as well. But using that creates like a really cool dynamic look to the video. And then contrasting that with some of the cityscape scenes, I don't know how much of that was actually real, but then the junkyard scenes too. Pairing that against like the really gorgeous glacier is really interesting. We'll talk about the concept of that in a second, but I love the lyrics of this song. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's just about thrifting. It's about thrift shop work. They say my tea $5, my pants 만원, which is Korean for $10. There was like a line from Martin about finding a $30 bomber. Got them feeling like something. Now it's time to go to the Met Gala. Like a lot of this is, yes, self-congratulatory and it's prideful in a way, but again, they're prideful about thrifting. So there's a sort of baked in humility there already. And I love that they're basically saying, you know, they make themselves look good with just thrifted clothes, not expensive clothes, but their vision and what they hope to accomplish and achieve as a group, that's in the millions, that's in the billions and trillions. And that is really just inspiring and clever lyrical work, which is just awesome. I also really like this one line from James, which naturally leads us into the aesthetic of the video. Let me see if I can find it. It's like right here. From the graves of clothes, we're revived. Vintage Jesus came alive. That is what an incredible line. Like the whole thing again is about vintage stuff. Vintage Jesus came alive. He had a vintage Jesus reference in an earlier part of the video as well, but that line in particular really got me. But with that in mind, there is a handful of other things that I want to talk about. There's a handful of other things that I want to see again, pause, catch again in terms of lyrics. So let's watch that a second time. Okay, so lyrical references right there. Dongmyo and Hongdae, what's up? You guys might have heard of these places before. If not, Hongdae is, one of the major districts and neighborhoods in Seoul. Very specifically, Hongdae is known to be like a hip and trendy area. Personally, I really like Hongdae. There's also a lot of foreigners there as well. A lot of busking. Lot of fashionable people go to Hongdae. Dongmyo as well is fashion related. Dongmyo, where he says Dongmyo, what's up, is the name of a really big flea market in Korea. Insanely famous flea market. If you watch K-dramas or movies, you might have seen some of those scenes where they go to those it's like outdoors. It's like an outdoor flea market, like a secondhand selling. Not all of it, but you might have seen it in some K-dramas. I remember seeing. I don't know if they went to Dongmyo, because there are several flea markets like this in Korea. But I remember watching a Boy Next Door. I was watching their Fun Next Door videos, and Taesan went to an open flea market. It's kind of like that. Dongmyo is just one of the more famous ones. I'm gonna calling out Kono. No matter what you say about my clothes, I hold my clothes. He's literally calling out. That's funny. No matter what you say about my clothes, I hold my ground. The belt from my fruits wish list. Now on my waist. Wow. Oh. Director did such an amazing job with this part right here. This part in the song is a disruptor. The ha ha ha. We totally killed the rock momentum that kept the song going, and it's this disruptive part. They slow it down. They have like a brief still moment scene, and then speed ramp it right back up, fast forward it, and then they're all moving at a faster rate. They also shoot that at a really fast shutter, which is what you do typically for slow motion stuff. But also when they speed ramp it up, it just looks that much more aesthetically like clear, because when you shoot at that fast shutter speed, you can see all the finite details without any motion blur. So it's such a great kind of, like right here, this is being filmed at what is typically a natural film rate. And then the way it speeds up right there is walking sick. Wow. I wonder what country or continent they shot this in. The outdoor shots are gorgeous. So this is really interesting. Like the dirty, grimy junkyard scenes. Like, well, what is the motif of that? And this is sort of my take on it based on their lyrics of saying, in the grave of clothes, I'm revived, a vintage Jesus. And I feel like rather than getting literal with it and having like a pile of clothes for them to be like maybe playing with or performing on top of, they go to a junkyard, which is in another sense of a word, a graveyard for cars. And the whole thing, it contrasts with this is the metaphor for like the dirt, the grime of starting, also for their careers of starting from the bottom, right? And talking about how they're reborn from the vintage. And so this is where they're going to be reborn. And then we see them performing, we see them dancing, and then the clean areas where they shoot, like in the outdoor content. It would be really helpful if I knew what country this was, where they're shooting outdoors against the glacier, is like their transformation after they've thrifted, right? So that is like the literal immediate contrast of showing like this graveyard, this junkyard is symbolic for their thrifting, and then the glacier is like when they kind of get all rizzed up. That is a Mobius strip. That's so tight. Oh, I just noticed the background. Oh, that's so tight. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. Performing with like half destroyed cars, such an interesting, cool, fashionable choice. Like even the music video is dripping with fashion and aesthetic. What's really cool about the music video too is like whether it's this shot of Martin dancing in front of like half a destroyed car, not even half, like a mostly destroyed car. That might have been James or Martin. It was super overexposed. Or like this shot right here where they're dancing in front of whatever this building is. The way that they framed it, everything also looks a little bit like a editorial fashion photo shoot as well. And even like the aesthetic of dancing in front of like the half destroyed car or the blank white wall, or if I can find it again, there's it's both James and Martin. They switch off on that set. I think it was like right here. No. It might have been right before this. Oh, right here. Right here, they're shooting in that glacier continent. You also see like these monolithic buildings as well. So everything about this music video also has a fashion forward aesthetic that really backs up what they're saying in the lyrics as well. Oh, that build up again was fantastic. CORTIS is literally shaping up to be one of my top favorite debuts this year. Oh, their creativity is just so off the charts. It's one of the most refreshing musical entries into K-pop. And I don't like, I do see some comments of like, oh, their sound is so not like K-pop, you know, we shouldn't even be calling it K-pop. It should be called global pop. No, let's not, first off, stereotype or limit ourselves like that. K-pop has never really been about a specific structure or sound. To me, I mean, shit, like in the K-pop that most people came into, whether it was 3rd gen or 4th gen, or some of you even in the 2nd gen, that's not what 1st gen K-pop sounded like. Like K-pop, I think, has always been about the wild progression of music and mixing and mashing and combining sounds that shouldn't go together and being playful with song structures. Like, I feel like that is what K-pop is. K-pop, I think, is a lab. But the thing is, even within a lab, you know, what has proven to work, they've ran some tests and, oh, this kind of sound structure, this kind of sounds, this kind of instrument is really in right now. This is going to yield positive results. And that's just how they work. And then everyone starts copying them because they want their lab to be successful and put out bangers. What I get from CORTIS, from hearing only these 3 songs now, Go, What You Want, and Fashion, it's not even we're a K-pop group trying to be different. That's not it at all. That's what I think every K-pop group is trying to do. Every K-pop group is just trying to sound different. What makes CORTIS different is, one, they come out immediately with a solid musical identity. Not many groups have that. Not many groups debut with that. Handful of groups do. And those kind of groups immediately find success because of it. They have that. But they also don't adhere to K-pop structure. I mean, this song, yes, as catchy as it is, adheres more to trap structure than anything, like trap hip-hop structure than anything. But that's not, they're not even trying to be a trap hip hop group. It's crazy that a debut group is able to do this, but the younger generation is more artistically inclined at a younger age and have better tools to grow up and learn with. So it's totally possible that a group that's this young can actually debut and form an identity that feels so authentically them, whatever them is. They're creating something different. They're just making their sound. They're being disruptors. And that is, I don't want to say that's not K-pop. I don't want to say it's global pop. I think this is K-pop. This is K-pop. Like, ever since, you know, like the lineage of all these self-producing idols that there have been, whether it's G-Dragon, Pangchan, Uzi, RM, Suga, like Hope, like all of that, I feel like has led to this moment of like, it's not just now idols who are self-producing and trying to make a K-pop hit or a pop hit. It's now they're just trying to make music, and that being a very broad term. This is where I feel like label privilege can come in really handy. A sound like this is really hard to find a core audience because it's so particular and unique. But there are billions and billions of people on this earth. And so, hey, if you're at a huge label, one of the biggest labels, actually, I believe now Hybe is technically the biggest label in the world. You're at the biggest label in the world. You're at one of the biggest subsidiaries within that label. That affords you to find an audience really quickly. Not everyone is going to jive with this music, but you're going to have further reach than anybody else. If they had been under any other label, it would be so hard to find success with a sound like this because it's so unique, because it's so experimental, and because they're not trying to pander to anybody or anything. Like I think that is why they're so charming, because I hear it, and I know you all can hear it too. Those of you who are CORTIS fans, and even if you're not a CORTIS fan, you can tell, you can hear like they're not just doing regurgitated placements. They made this, and whether you like it or not, this is who they are. And personally, I love them. Their sound is incredible, one of the most original acts ever, and the climb from Go to What You Want to FaSHioN has also, it's been the perfect release order. Everyone just gets me more and more interested, more and more hyped. And it gives me a clearer picture of who each member is as a performer as well. Because in this one, different people stood out for very different reasons. I think in particular, for this one, Chuhun and James really, really captivated me. And who knows, even watching the live stages, that might change. But CORTIS, they're incredible. You're incredible. Just, they are innovating the K-pop scene right before our eyes. And just, oh, wow. I'm so excited to see what they do next. Just, oh, so good. With that in mind, guys, I am gonna pass the question off to you. What do you think of CORTIS's debut? I'm not talking about FaSHioN. I'm talking about their debut overall, like everything. Like, I just regurgitated all my praise for them. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on their sounds, how they're managed, how they're handled? I know y'all got thoughts. Let me know. And what did you think of FaSHioN? It's hard for me to pick and say right now. I have to definitely do a listening party and really get in the groove with the music to know, is it Go, is it FaSHioN, or is it something else on the album? I'm going to be filming that within the next couple weeks, and it'll be out in October for you guys, along with some CORTIS bonus reactions to their What You Want documentary and some of these random vlogs that they've been putting up. I'm going to check it out as well. In the meantime, this month, as I said, I checked out some of their conceptual performance films, as well as their live stages for Go and What You Want, and I will definitely be checking out the live stages for FaSHioN as well. I feel like I'm going to have a really, really good time with these. So yeah, if you want to check it out, come join the Patreon. Links in the description down below. Guys, thank you for supporting the channel. You, of course, don't have to support the channel monetarily. If you want to support it free, you can like the video down below. You can also subscribe. I'm going to have a button for you in the lower right. You can check out my other videos in the upper right, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.